Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your board. P-Funk, thinker, right? Out here in the lab. What I do for you. Oh, I'm about to make a few enemies today. This gonna be one of the lessons that some people ain't gonna like, but you know how we do it. Let's go. Writism, 25 hours to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. The message is always in the story for life. I'm giving life lessons. You tuning in and receiving them. I got one some of y'all may not appreciate, but that's what I do. Give it to you. You do what you want with it. Let's go. Appreciate you tuning in also. Right Thinker's mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinker's way of life, through mental and spiritual discipline, daily, will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers do just that. Tune in and check me out. Your goal, your mission should be like mine, to know thyself. I do that for you. That's what I do. Question: if you know you, you had an answer. But do you know you? Or do you know thyself? There's five kinds of people. One of them are you at one point in time. I was one of them also. Now I'm asking questions. Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. I love it. That's what I do. For you, stay tuned. I got you. Don't worry about it. A person who knows not and believes that they know, dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is just asleep. I can awaken them. Spiritually, I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. Wise persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my app, be true. Okay, here we go. Right thinkers, let's talk about religion and war. What's the difference? I ain't got that much time, so let me give you a breakdown. None. Make it really easy for you. Ain't got to beat around the bush. Give me a soliloquy about what you think, how you feel. Nope. They both one and the same. Let me break it down for you. See if you can understand the concept. See if you can get this view that I have about religion and war. Let's go. I don't do religion. You already know. And I sure don't do war. Okay. I'm spiritual. I'm not ignorant. And I will defend myself against any invasion, foreign or otherwise. Okay, so understand that. But I won't join armed services. No, I'm not doing that. Appreciate all y'all who do. Why? I got nothing but respect for you. When somebody do something that I won't do, I respect them for doing that. Why? I'm not doing that. So you got my respect. I will never call you stupid, dumb, or disrespect. No, I'm respectful. You made that decision. I respect it. Okay. Do you Bible thumpers? No offense. But do you know that that book you love is not going, love is not going real? Okay, that book is not real. It's a book of stories, allegorical, mythological, and philosophical, just stories. But we tend to make it real because we believe. So in our belief, it's real. It's a lesson that same might give you lessons every day. It's just a lesson. Learn it and implement it, and then it becomes real to you. Simple as that. You can believe what you want, but when you manifest your belief, now it's real. So why would you believe? Manifest them. See if they can work for you. When two people can't get along religiously, Jews, Christian, Muslim, whatever, they will what? Go to war. Did you know that all wars was fought religious concepts? Your God, my God hides me. Okay? If you force your religious views on the people, your religion is not good. It's just man-made. Man made it up and implemented it. I'm not gonna force you to be a right thinker. I got no reason to try to coerce you or do none of that nonsense. All I do is give you the truth and let you make your own decision. That's what religion should be about. Your choice to practice it or not. But to make somebody do it, that don't make it good or right. I'm just saying. So understand my concept about religion. It's man-made. Spirituality comes from God. Let's deal on that level and we won't have a problem. Dogma, what you believe, waste my time. Don't do it. Trust me. Religion, again, is what? Spiritual slavery for the spiritually ignorant ones. There's a lot of y'all. Why? Because they got you believing something that if you really did your homework and took time to do due diligence, you might change your view or your belief. That's why. If you're religious, you're spiritually ignorant to a degree. Why? Because having knowledge of self is not going to happen following religion. It's not made for that. And for those who can interject and pick out the truth and understand them and practice them, I got nothing but mad respect for y'all. I know some people who do it. Like I said, I got nothing against that book, but if you're going to follow it, if you follow it right, it will lead you in the way you need to go to have that mystical experience, that connection with God. Okay? That's what religion professes. But the people who practice it don't. Okay, let's move on. If you would study our ancient ancestors' religious concepts, which I did, you would be more spiritual than religious. Simple. Okay? Why? Because you can make that decision. I've done. I'm a history and religious student. So I study both aspects and I know the truth and I live by them. Hence, right thinking. That's why I do what I do to help you. Why? I know what I'm doing. Preachers know what they're doing. Okay, I know different, but I'm a teacher. I don't preach, I teach. And the concepts I teach, I know work. Why? I practice them. That's the difference. Sage. I live what I preach, or I live what I teach, excuse me. I practice what I teach. Believing in Christ, I don't have a problem with that because if really what you should be doing, but if you have a misinterpretation and misunderstanding, you're just wasting your time and spinning your wheels. If you think Christ was God in the flesh, but you're not, you're just spinning your wheels. Moving on. Believing in Christ is fine, but not knowing you are Christ or could be Christ when you do the right thing and make yourself anointed by doing obedient to God, living spiritual, righteous lifestyle, spiritual discipline, all those stuff, that's how you become Christ-like. It's a state of mind. It's all mental. Christ is a concept. I gave you the story of the Christos. I gave you the story of the cerebral spinal fluid. So please understand, Christ is a concept. Like Maya, it can be lived by what the principles that it set forth, and it will elevate your consciousness. It elevates you because you're doing spiritual discipline and you're doing righteous lifestyle living. It will elevate you to a higher level and being a better you. Hence, know thyself. Christ, again, done with that. Let's go to the next one. War is religion. The Holy War is fought on the inside. Set, Haru, good, evil, simple, higher, lower, whatever you want to call it, good, bad. It's always the opposite, the yin and the yang. It's the ongoing battle. It's not going to stop, okay? Do you religion lovers know your religious background and history? aka Crusades. Every group of people that you forced your religion on said that it was forced on them. They didn't racially accept because it was good. No, it was forced on them. Christians. You remember a group called Knights Templar? I'm one. Sir Wright. My history tells me that one time we was crusaders against anybody that wasn't Christian. We had the right to kill them. Sound like a good religion to you? I'm just saying. That's just history. That's just knowing history. It ain't me making an accusation. It's me giving you enlightenment to something you probably didn't know previously. When the Knights Templars, watch this. So please know your own religious history before you believe in the story that they tell you with all your heart, and you just love it so much. Do some homework. Do your due diligence. Okay? When the Knights Templars was killing all non-Christians, did you know they did it in the name of Jesus and Christ, God? Mm-hmm. Cross and all. Like my man said, with this sign we shall conquer by force. The Bible, aka book of stories, mythological, philosophical, astrological stories, and they are believed by more people than any other religious group in any other religious book. That Bible is the all for those who follow it. We got a whole bunch of other people who know something other than that. With freedom of choice and freedom to make their own decision, it ain't the only ticket in town. Popular? Yeah. That's it. We all know how popularity goes, so we're moving on. The Bible, okay, next spirit. Spirituality is the one concept, okay? God, okay. The spirit concept is God. That's it. One entity. Don't want a group of men decide. I don't want a group of men deciding who God is for me and what God is. No, it don't work that way. If you follow religion, it's man-made dogma to suppress and enslave you mentally and spiritually to believe in something that you don't have a clue about. Because if you did, you wouldn't follow it. If you know a guy's telling a lie and you know the truth, you're not gonna listen to him. Simple. So get the truth and do you. That's what I did. Where we at now? Okay, the Bible. Okay, next one. Okay, now religion. I keep telling you, it's the well-dressed lie. I give you an example, all of this stuff. It looked like the truth. It may sound like the truth, but in reality, it's not. It's just a lie dressed to look and sound like the truth. The third ingredient, it won't get you to the next level of spiritual enlightenment. So if it's not geared to do that, don't mess with it. Why? It's bad. Simple. It's a lie. Lack of self-knowledge of the Bible. It's the Bible's fault. Why? It don't enlighten you. It just enslaves you. Again, that book was put there for a reason. When I was a Bible thumper, I still got my book for my lessons. I do on my Judaism. Okay, I all of it. We wasn't questioning the validity of the Bible. We didn't question who wrote the Bible. None of that was in question. We were just trying to prove that the people in the Bible was black. That was over 40 years ago when I was spiritually ignorant. Okay? I mean, now, watch this. If you're religious, you're spiritually ignorant. Why? Because our ancient ancestors knew and lived by the spiritual truth that's still there to today. That's what I live by. That's what I practice, and that's what I teach. And I'm trying to teach a different concept to a bunch of Christian believers and followers. It's hard for them to conceive it. It's hard for them to let go that Christian viewpoint, Christian concept, and see the truth. That's what a lie does. He sets you up so that when he gives you the lie and you believe it to be truth, when truth comes along, you won't even recognize it. You're fighting tooth and nail. That's all psychological. And it's been planted, it's been working for centuries, for generations. A good lie is one that has some truth in it. Like cocaine. If you got good cocaine, you know it's cocaine. But if you got mediocre cocaine, you know it's got cut in it. You know it's been watered down, okay? Religion's been watered down. It's been cut. I give you pure knowledge without the cut. You just make a decision to use it or not use it. Simple. Okay, moving on. Right here. Now, it said a good lie has the truth in it, but it's all still what? A lie, dressed to look or sound like the truth. A lot of us perpetrate people that we're not. Want to be somebody who they're not. And when it comes down to it, they find that it was just a facade. Okay? I was just faking it until I make it. In your dream world, that's what happens. Then you wake up and you're like, oh, it was just a dream. And when you're on the disappointed side, is the dream was good. So you wish it was real. But when it's bad, you, wow, that was just a dream. So see, you can't serve two masters. One at a time, pick and choose, and be comfortable with your consequences. If you pick right, you'll be blessed. You pick wrong, you will be stressed. Moving on. Where we at? I know the Bible. Okay, no. Right thinking philosophy is spiritual truth that has been taught and laid down for centuries that you can what? Manifest for yourself to do what? Know thyself. Everything I teach is based on you doing just that, knowing thyself. I'm going to introduce you to the gods, aka your personalities. That's going to be fun. All right. That's what I do in class. If I do in class, I bring it to you. Moving on. Let me tell you about this right quick. Religion and war. Like my man said, what are they good for? Absolutely nothing. If you put on the microscope and scrutinize it, let me write it down for you. War kills all those involved, women, children included. There's no winner in war. Okay, religion, excuse me. Sorry about that. All our wars have been started and fought because of what? Religious differences. Did you know that? And all your Jews holidays, they mean something to them. Why? Because it's symbolic when they made an achievement or they conquered or achieved something or got out of the situation. Won wars, came out of the Holocaust, came out of Egypt according to them. See? So they had purpose and reason, the symbology behind their celebrating what they celebrate. Every religion's got a different reason to celebrate and ritual. It's understandable. It's called respect. Religious respect is respecting another person's right to practice whatever religion they have. Ain't that one of the amendments? But being free to practice what you want is a right. Okay? It should be. If you're not part of the mainstream, watch this, religion, aka Christianity, Judaism, Islam, you're not respected, but looked at as a bad person. Really. Because I don't walk your walk, that make me a bad person. Because I don't see your views, subscribe to your view, that make me a bad person. Really? That sounds a little not too smart. I serve God, not through religious concepts, through moral, righteous living, ethics that I set forth myself, principle to God may keep me in due bounds and keep him blessing me by the things that I do, which is right. I serve God in person, real life, every day. That's right thinker's way. I live it. Because I love my pastor. When he do what he do, and you tell him how he tell you, this is what I do. And I've been doing that for over 40 years, and he's good at it. Like I do my grill thing. I've been grilling for 50 years. I'm pretty good at that. And when you in church, I'm freaking out because they talk about my cooking in church. Ooh, yeah. I ain't like me now, dude. I bet you never did that. You did a lot of stuff. I bet you never cooked for a church congregation. And my mom said, them people love you, baby. Thank you. They ain't sharing the salad. They all met my mom. They just told her how to do it. So that's when you're around good people. That's what it's all about. Okay? That's religion done right. Okay? I know they're religious people, but they're good people. I know a lot of religious people that's not good people. So it's hard to distinguish between the two. Quick lesson. When God sent his daughter, Hathor, to come down and punish all the unrighteous people, she started out because the unrighteous was obvious. But at a certain point in time, they become to look alike. You can't tell the righteous from the unrighteous. Like my man said, the girl asked him, you know about the real woman? He said, that's not the problem. I know a real woman, but the real woman and not real woman starting to look so much alike, it's hard to know the difference. It's the same way with men today. We getting so used to faking it before we make it that nobody's who they really seem to be. I'm the only real dude around here. P-Funk. That's what I do. I'm real. Keep it real. Last one. Lying and killing. That's religion and war. That's not right thing to philosophy. And again, what are they good for? Absolutely nothing. How about everybody?